Hi, I am Mila and I wanted to share the build with you that I'm building right now and have enjoyed playing the most this league. Well, at least so far. It's a Permafrost Bolts pin Tactician and the goal is to make everything move as little as possible. And so far, it is going great. We are still missing 4 ascendancy points, we are still only level 73 and only on a 5 link, but it's been so much fun playing this, I'm gonna share it anyway. We started out using 3 skills as we got them. Permafrost Bolts right at the start. We then added in Glacial Bolt and finished our 3 skill combo with Hailstorm rounds. But don't you be scared, the way this build progresses, I am positive to say you don't need to piano 3 skills forever. Let's get right into the gems we are using. I put those in order of importance so you can just go by the way I suck at them. If you have a 3 link, it's these 2, or if I have a 4 link, it's these 2, if you have a 5 link, it's these. So with Permafrost Bolts, we have socketed Elemental Armament, Fork, Cold Attunement, Ice Bite. On Glacial Bolts, we have Crystalline Shards, Elemental Armament, Cold Attunement, and Concentrated Area, which I'm not sure it's better than Magnified Area, but I will figure that out. Hailstorm Rounds has Elemental Armament, Biting Frost, Concentrated Area, and Fresh Clip. For Spirit Gems, we are running Charge Regulation with Accuracy, because we have 10 story left otherwise. We are running Combat Frenzy and Charge Profusion, so we get nice charge generation. And on Herald of Ice, we are running Elemental Armament, Elemental Focus, Cold Attunement, and Bone Shrapnel. My skill tree looks like this right now. Also, there's 2 very important notes up here. We started this route and I went for the 2-handed weapon damage at the start, went for Fearful Paralysis because we rotate, pin and freeze all the time, which means we intimidate enemies all the time, which means we deal 10% increased damage and take 10% reduced damage. I then went for Catapult for the increased area of effect. That kind of does something on Permafrost Bolts, makes it feel a lot better. And instantly went for Crossbow reload speed. Since that isn't my first character, I went with Nimble Reload to get some Crossbow reload speed. Because yeah, I don't hate myself, and playing Crossbow with reloads without reload speed is just awful. I instantly went down here, grabbed more reload speed, and increased damage with crossbows for each type of ammunition fired in the past 10 seconds. And since we are rotating these a lot during leveling, that's 75%. I then proceeded to go in here, picked up this and that, and then went for this cluster because this is skill speed. Skill speed is different from just attack speed because it is an increase to not only attack speed but also cast speed, warcry speed, and also crossbow reload speed. And since we are using what's it called? Combat Frenzy and Charge Regulation later on, skill speed increases our crossbow reload speed as well, and that's 14% more, and also attack speed, so that's kind of really nice. As soon as I had enough money for it, I socketed from Nothing Diamond, so I could allocate passives in radius of chaos inoculation. Before I could do that, I picked up Elemental Penetration here, and I don't know where, somewhere else as well. I can't see that right now. Oh, this one. And I also had that gem in Permafrost Bolts, but I don't need that right now because I have this Heavy Frost. which means that hits ignore elementary resistances. It basically treats every enemy as if they had 0 cold res. And the damage this gives us is huge. And then Thin Ice, which gives us 50% increased damage with hits against frozen enemies. The other reason why this circle is nice, because it gives us the possibility to allocate Pure Chaos, which is 11% of damage as extra chaos, and also 8% of physical damage as extra lightning against chilled enemies. And since we freeze all the time, most of everything is chilled as well. So that's 19% extra damage. We are going to use Embitter as a 6th link. So that means every extra damage we get is going to be cold damage instead. So that's going to be 19% increased cold damage right here. If I get a higher level, I'm also going to anoint Climate Change for 25% of cold damage as extra fire damage, which again is going to be cold damage against frozen enemies. And I will go through here to pick up Split Shot, because it makes clearing a lot nicer. Also, I have to explain something about Erotic Chains. Break 50% of armor on pinning an enemy. And you would think, why would you want to break armor if most of every damage is cold? Well, that's because of this gem, Crystalline Shards. Ice crystals created by supported skills can impale with cold damage as if it was physical. And we have 100% chance to impale. So our cold damage is treated as if it was physical, which is going to deal more damage when enemy armor is broken. That's why this one note, you can feel it. I didn't think you would as much as you do, but it's really good. For the next 2 ascendancies, I'm probably going to pick a solid plan and then get a banner in there for even more damage, or maybe some defense depending on what I need. But yeah, that's the plan so far. I'm probably going to dump this, and I might also get rid of this cluster here. If I can afford the surrounded helmet and get these nodes, because they're just so strong. And if I'm already going here, there's another jewel socket. Well, since I get rid of this one, that's actually good. But yeah, that's the plan. Also, on the long run, Ragiata's Flow, of course, it's gonna do a lot for me. So yeah, we have a long way to go on this character, and we can get a lot more damage here as we go, and I will update you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button so we can see each other next time.